Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this video. So what we're going to go over a little bit today, everybody always asks me questions non-stop over and over and over again. How do I run my setup? How do I do this? How do I do that? What do I run? I'm going to throw up a short little clip of my screen here and what I have my settings set at. And I'll kind of explain to you on a couple of them when I do change them and why. And coils. Everybody always asks me what are the main coils I run and why do I choose mono over double D. I mainly run the 13 mono coil right now, and in the 16. You can see that all right. But mainly run the 13 just so I can kind of get into places. You can see behind me here we got a bunch of brush. It's thick, but that 13 mono allows me to get the depth I need, the sensitivity I need, compared to the 11. The 11's a good coil. I just prefer getting a little bit deeper, having that little bit more sensitivity. The 16 comes out when I know we're pretty close to bedrock, or the possibility or in the area of bigger nuggets. I want that extra depth, get down there. A lot of people always think, when we're getting our big nuggets, we're getting them right off the surface, the top. They're right there. I'm telling you, we have to work for them. As you can see, this pile of dirt behind me, this is the kind of stuff we do. All right, we're digging holes, deep holes. I mean, that's 16-inch coil down there. We have to dig for these targets. I know a lot of people don't want to put in the work for it, so I'll say don't run the 16-inch mono if you don't want to do work like this. But I love my mono coils. They're sensitive. I love pinpointing on the edge. That's my main thing. A lot of people are always like, why? Well, I like turning my coil on edge and I pinpoint right here. By doing that, I have no reason to pull out a pinpointer and waste my time. Pinpoint on edge, narrow my target down, throw it in the scoop, and I'm done. Yeah, there are sometimes I struggle just like everybody else, and it takes me 10 freaking scoops to get what I'm looking for. But for the most part, I'm taking it, narrowing it down quite a bit, get my target. That way I can move on faster to the next one. Kind of a short video on this one. Just that way I can give you guys a quick little breakdown on this and the settings I have it on, and my coils, my monos, usually 13 and the 16. I'll do a other video I think next week where I will break down my actual gear, everything I carry with me. A lot of you guys have questions on that too. Why and what do I run? So I'll do a video on that. As of right now, we're going to get back to digging this really deep freaking hole, and I will throw up the little clip. Mode, always in fine for me. Ground tracking. This is the big one. This is something I learned quite a while back, is usually I have my ground tracking. So let's go through here. Menu. So usually I have my ground tracking off. Okay. One thing I've noticed in heavy mineralized areas, it is too noisy. So what I do is I go ahead and kick it down to slow. And that sometimes helps quiet it up. So menu, always in fine. Frequency scan only if I need to, usually when there's a bunch of other metal detectors around. Speed, always slow. For me, always slow. So ground tracking will either be slow or off, depending on what kind of terrain I'm in. Take 27. There are times in certain areas where you guys will have to ground balance a lot more often than what you think you'd need to. and that does get frustrating to some people. I get that. Sometimes the ground's too noisy. Ground balance, if that doesn't work, is where I was explaining to you just a minute ago on the settings, from slow or from off on the ground tracking to slow. Just try that, give it a shot, see if those kind of things help. Hopefully this short little video helped you guys get a little bit better understanding of your Axiom. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.